Sputnik. Sputnik.
Ma'am, good morning. హలో
Yeah, Sputnik.
మ్యామ్ ఏమన్నా పాసిబుల్ ఉంటే మార్నింగ్ సెక్షన్కి ఏమన్నా షిఫ్ట్ చేస్తారా మేడం క్లాస్ అంటే మార్నింగ్ 6 to 7, 7 to 8 అట్లా
Sputnik, Mama, sorry, I'm into different time zone. So, మీకన్నా నేను 4.5 hours బ్యాక్ ఉంటాను. సో,
ఓకే
మీ మీ మార్నింగ్ 7 అంటే నా మార్నింగ్ అరౌండ్ 1:32 అవుతుంది. ఐ
ఓకే
కెనాట్.
ఓకే అసలు చిన్న బాబు ఉన్నాడు, ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంది, కొంచెం డిస్టర్బెన్స్ అవుతుంది నాకు అందుకని.
Sorry, I can understand, but now my time is around 5:15.
ఓకే మ్యామ్ ఓకే.
Okay, so I cannot. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Sportiva. I can understand your concern, but sorry, I cannot help you. Okay. Yeah. I'm just, the less. 1 second. Someone is texted something for us. Discomfortable. Okay. Yeah. Because of these timings also because of I'm working from different time zone. That is the reason I just most of the people few people joined from UK as well, and I need to consider their timings as well, right? So yeah. And I hope you people are doing practice. And today we'll see few things in Power BI also I wanted to start simultaneously because few things, like if I cannot start in 1 or 2 days, so most of the topics I cannot cover because I just have seen the hours. So otherwise I need to increase the time. So time increasing also it is not possible because I am also working. So Saturdays and maybe going forward I need to add the classes even Sundays. If you don't have any problem, then we'll see the possibility. So okay, yeah. So as per my schedule, actually we are lagging, we are behind one class. Okay, that is the reason because I will list up the topics. Sorry, I forgot to share those documents. I'm going to share. So what topics needs to be covered and what date I have scheduled. So according to schedule, like time is very limited. Either I need to add 1 or 2 days Sundays, or else I need to increase the time. But I can increase the time if you people are okay, but that too on Saturdays, Sundays, not on working days. Okay, yeah. So that's what I just thought of, conveying. Okay, till now, we have covered, I'm giving the basic things, and I am giving basic things in the sense not only basic, but I am giving the base to you. So, how you are going to practice, and how you are improving yourself, that is up to you. If you are listening 1 hour class, but if you keep practice at least 1 2 hours, then only it would be easy. Otherwise, see, SQL also, simply you cannot learn in 1 week or 10 days, or these times. But basic things, base you can learn. But advanced things, you need to, if base is strong, then you can think about advanced things if you want to work as a developer also. So if base is strong, you can get the things, lot of things are available in YouTubes and all. So if you get one understanding, like example, if you know the concept of left join, so multiple examples, you just to do the practice. So, and if you know the concept of right join, so when we'll go for left join, when we'll go for right join is very important. So based on our requirement, we will go. If you need to fetch the data from left side, all the records, then, based on your requirement, you have to go. If you know the concept, like what exactly it does, then you will go accordingly. So that is the reason I am giving, basic things, it should be clear. To build a, any building or a something, but base should be strong. So I'm just giving base, not basic, base I am giving. So based on that, how you are going to construct, whether you are going to construct only simple shed, or whether you are going to construct a 10 story building, that is in your hands. Okay. And today I want to say, if condition, maybe whether I have explained this if condition or not, I don't think we have discussed about the if condition. Okay, we'll see what exactly if does.
Ma'am, share your screen.
I'm sharing my screen. No.
Not ever.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Increase your. Okay, Vijay. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for understanding. And your continuation also is very, very important. If you are maintaining your consistency, that would be good actually. So I hope you people can see my screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll see one simple if condition actually. Okay. uh, Simple if condition, we'll see what exactly this if condition does, we'll see. I'll give just basic understanding what exactly if condition does. Like in if also, like a simple if is there, nested if is there, that is different. First I will give what exactly if condition does. Actually, these all are conditional statements. If is a conditional statement. So What exactly it does means, if that condition is satisfies, then it gives a true result. If condition satisfies, it gives a true result. If condition is not satisfied, it gives false result. Like I'll give an example. Like if anyone marks greater than 35, then if this condition satisfies, then that person will be called as a we are giving like a pass, his passed. Example, if this condition is not, this is a conditional statement, if is a conditional operator. Okay, so if this condition is not satisfying, what we need to give the result, we have to give the result as fail. Then, sorry, I am using here double quotes, we are not supposed to use double quotes. Actually in Power BI we'll use double quotes. So in SQL we'll use single quote only for text. Okay, fail. Okay, this condition is saying, like if this particular marks, it is checking the marks, if greater than 35, if this particular condition is true, then it is executing, these all are true statements, it is executing true statements. If this condition is not satisfied, that means he got less than 35, like a 34 he got, or 34 and off he got, but still he will be considered as a fail only. Okay, this is simple if. Okay, and in this if condition you can use multiple conditions also, you can check. Example, I have 6 subjects. So if I have a 6 subjects, based on if I have 6 subjects like maths, English, Telugu, Hindi, social science, these all are. So when that particular person will be considered as a pass, if I have a 6 subjects, he has to get in all the subjects greater than 35 only. Then only that particular person will be considered as a his status is he's just passed the exam. Otherwise, he will be fail. So in this scenario, we have logical operators. So if I need to check each and every condition, we need to give pass and fail. That is not a good idea, because like individually, like a social greater than 35 pass, otherwise fail. Then again, like English, again checking. But instead of that, if you use and operator, that would be good. So if subject 1 greater than or 30, greater than or equal to 35, and if subject 2 greater than or equal to 35, if subject 3 greater than or equal to 35, we can give in that way. So and operator, so you can use multiple subjects. I am giving as a student subjects example. You can take any other example. Okay, if subject 1, we'll see practically execute and we'll see. Okay, I'm just giving the theory now. If subject 1 greater than or equal to 35, and use and subject 2 greater than or equal to 35, and If subject 3 greater than or equal to 35 and so on. Okay, then only that particular person will be considered as a pass. If any one of the condition is not satisfying, then that person will be considered as a fail. Here this is also if condition only, but here we are checking simple one single condition. Here we are checking multiple conditions. Okay, and here we can use even or combination, not in this example, like if you are checking any job eligibility or something. So if they are saying any graduation you are eligible, example, okay, you are eligible for that job, any graduation. So either it may be BCom or BA or BSc or BSc computers and whatever, any graduation. So in such scenarios, what we'll do to there we are just checking the eligibility of a person. So in such scenarios, eligibility checking, what we'll do, if we need to check his eligibility, example, is graduation equal to BA, instead of and we'll use R. Okay, so BA or if his graduation, any one thing he can, we have seen these logical operators. Actually we are using those logical operators now, that's it. Okay, BA or BCom or BSc, any one of these things are fine, means he is eligible. This just our example. Okay, so then he will be considered as a anything he is eligible. We wanted to write is like if these conditions, any one condition is true also, he is eligible for that. He is eligible. Here we are checking his eligibility. If any one of the condition is not satisfying, he will be considered as a not eligible. So basically, if is a conditional operator, based on a condition, we are checking if the condition is true, true statements will get. If condition is not satisfying, it will execute the false statements. Okay. These all are like if with a single condition, if with multiple conditions you are checking, and we have nested if also. I'll just explain what exactly nested if. Nested if, like in if condition, one more if condition if you are writing, that will be called as a nested if within one more if one condition is checking, example, okay, to we have one job, like for that job eligibility should be graduate, to get that job. Eligibility should be graduate. And uh, one more, we are checking condition, and he should score the marks uh, greater than, we are just looking for 60, more than 60% candidates only for that job example. Okay, so I need marks greater than 60. If I get a 60 also, I don't want. Just these all are different criterias, I mean to say. Okay. Yeah, Rajesh, no need to turn on your video, Amma.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, it's okay. Let me check messages. Someone. Uh, Someone, his name is, see, sorry, whoever is joining for the classes, please join with your registered names. Please don't join with your, system names or a mobile names. KPS, someone, I don't know his name. What is that KPS? Okay. So if you need, still you are looking for SQL Server installation. So I think this is eighth class. We have started, I think, eighth class or seven classes already done. If you need any assistance related to SQL Server, you please reach Siddharth. Siddharth, he is going to help you for installation related queries or help. He can provide. But see, all we are working under this organization. We all are, whether faculties or whoever is supporting. Everyone is working once. So please check his, just ping him, check his availability, because he is also working one of the MNC. So if he is busy, check his feasibility and reach him, then get it done. Okay. Yeah, if you need any help, we are here to provide our help or a support to you, but based on our feasibility and timings. Yeah. uh, KPS, but please change your name. Okay, going forward, whenever you are attending, please change your name. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, sorry. We are discussing about nested if. Like if we need to one condition, it first condition, they should be graduate. If that condition is satisfying, then I will check their marks. If one condition satisfy, then it will enter. Then again, it is checking for another condition. So those things will be called as nested if. Okay. One condition satisfies, then it will enter, and again it is going to check for another condition. If that condition also true, then it executes the true statements. Otherwise, it executes false statements and it will come out. Okay, that will be considered as nested if. Okay, don't get confused. Just if condition is a conditional operator, it is just checking, like condition based. If the condition is true, it executing the true statements. If condition is false, it executing the false statements. And here it is checking multiple conditions. If multiple conditions are okay, all conditions are satisfying, because we are using AND operator. If all conditions are satisfying, it is executing the true statements. If any one of the condition is not satisfying, then it executes false statements. Coming to this particular scenario, it is checking the condition. Either one condition is true, it will execute the true statements. In none of the conditions are satisfying, then only it will execute false statements. And coming to the nested if, it is checking like in if within another if. First it will check one condition. This is outer if. If this condition it is satisfying, example, any one of this condition, if he is satisfying, then what it is doing, it is not executing here statements. Again, it is going to check for another condition. Okay, this is nested if. Here, it is just checking the marks. Like a combination of two ifs, nothing else. But with if within another if, that's it. If this condition also true, then it is going and executing whether he is eligible or not. Or else outside if it executes and he will say, it says is not eligible. So if within if is nothing but a nested if, that's it. Okay, so these all are the different conditions. Where we'll use, when we'll use means if we get like in your query, if you need to check any things, you will go for if condition. Okay, and we have case statement also. Okay, what do you mean by case statement? I'm just explaining. I will give examples, syntaxes, but I'm explaining what exactly these are. Case statement. What do you mean by case statements? Case statement also like a conditional operator. It is also checks the condition. But if you have more than one, like it switches. Actually, example. I need to write like I have 12 months. If month number equal to 1, then what it needs to execute, uh, it needs to execute result as John. Again it has to check another condition, like without using if condition, switch statement is like very easy. It will switch into again one more statement. If month, like case when, syntax I will provide. Case when it will check the condition, then it executes these statements. Month number equal to 2, then it executes the statements as a Feb. Case when this is satisfying, like it executing all these statements and case will be ended with end. Case when statement, case when condition, then it is executing the statements, and case will be ended with end. I'll provide the syntax. Month number equals to 3, then it would be March, so on. Okay, n number of statements. In one of my project, like with the statement, like I have checked around 150 conditions. That was the criteria. Like I got that type of project. They asked me to check all those conditions. Then uh, without using, that is my life will be easy. If I need to write, I need to write. If I need to check for 100 conditions, then around 100 nested ifs I need to write. So instead of that, I have used case statement. So that is easy. Okay, when we'll go for this, when we'll go for this operator, that is based on our requirement, we will decide. Okay, and one more thing in transactional SQL, loops. What do you mean by loops? While loop will use, what does it actually, syntaxes and all I will provide later. What do you mean by while loop? Do while loop, like that will call. So what exactly does while loop? Okay, so especially these loops, like it checks. Example, I need to print 1 to 100 or 1 to 10 numbers I need to print. So it checks, like I'll provide I'll create one loop. It will execute greater than, less than, or equal to, it executes that particular loop. I need to print 10 numbers. I will tell 1 equal to 10. Then it first executes. It will use one variable, a equal to 1 I am giving. Okay, so it is incrementing the first value. It prints the a value. Okay, next it increments value, a equal to a plus 1. In first one this loop is running, means that time a value will be 1 only. When next time this loop runs, then a value incremented as a 2, then 2 less than or equal to 10, then it runs that loop. Again it will go and it will check, increment the value as a 3, 3 less than or equal to 10. With this just logic, so up to 10 times that loop executes, and once this value is increased to example 11, then it will terminates this loop and it will come outside. So repeated statements, if you want to execute, so that time you will go for loops. Okay, we will see practically, like we'll execute one example and we'll see how exactly it works. Okay, so here I am just explaining theoretically. So uh, please unmute yourself if anyone has questions on this.
Yeah, hi ma'am. Actually, this case statement up to month, whatever we can put it, so many things. But a is equal to one, while a less than is equal to it means it was incremental load. Can
Yeah,
you repeat?
incremental only. Loops are nothing but incremental only. Variable will take and will link, like repetitive statements. If you need to print like 10 numbers, it is fine. Example, in your requirement would be 1,000 or or 10,000 example. So that time I cannot write 10,000 case statements, right? Any repetitive kind of, if it is there means, then we'll use, in such scenarios we'll use loops.
So mostly in increment purpose, so we're using this case statement, and in this case statement we have to write like this. So the syntax meaning was a is equal to 1 by can you zoom out, ma'am?
Okay. Yeah.
Minimize.
Mm. Is it visible, ma?
So it means, so once it will be take a is equal to 1, while a less than is equal to 10, it will take to the one load. Then in next print a uh, more than 10, it will be take to the a plus 1. So it will take the
Yes.
12, 13 like that, no? Okay.
Yes. You
Okay.
are right, ma.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm.
Okay.
So, like for your better understanding, I'm just giving this example. Say, okay, 1 to 10,000 numbers I need to print. Okay, I need a, like for your theory example, I have taken a is a variable. So if you want to, like declare any variable, you need to declare with declare syntax. Declare variables should be prefixed with at the rate, and that this is variable name, this is data type. So which type of data it has to hold? 1 to 100 means, like integers. If you want to take any, like decimals or something, date data types, or if any other type of like string anything, then you will go for based on the data type. And here what I am doing, I am first initially setting the value in this particular variable as 1. I just declared here variable, I have defined the data type, and I just set the value as 1. What I am using in the loop, while is the loop, while this variable greater than or equal to, like 10,000 or 1 lakh, anything I can give, how much I wanted to get. Okay, then begin and end is the block of code. In this loop, till satisfy this condition, this loop will be executed. A repetitive kind of statements, if you wanted to, then you will go for, like loop is very easy, right? So here code it is executing, it is just executing whatever the value it is there in this, like print is, this is like text value, anything we can give. And don't worry about what is this cast and all, I will let you know later. This is cast and convert or conversion functions. So I'm going to tell what exactly cast does, what exactly, like convert does. Cast and convert, these two functions, like to for conversion purpose, what exactly it is converting, like we are giving one data type. I have used here int is my data type, but I wanted to convert this particular data type into, as like another data type, like a varchar kind of. That time cast and convert these functions for conversion purpose. To convert into another data type, we'll use these data types. But I'll explain about these syntaxes in another class, not at this moment, but I am just explaining what exactly cast. Cast is a function to convert the data type. Okay. So here I am just converting this data type and I'm printing this value. And increment we are giving, again we are setting this variable value, we are incrementing in our, +2 I can increment if I need a odd numbers. If I need to, I want even numbers means, like a example I will tell. Maybe yesterday when you practiced auto increment or identity column, we have seen yesterday auto increment. Identity column we have inserted yesterday. Okay. That type of auto increment here in this loop, what we are doing, we are again setting this variable value in the loop +1. That means then first value it will print 1, then it will go and see the condition, then it increments the value 2, it prints that 2 value here, then again 3, again 4, like that. But if you give here increment value, this is a, seed value in our like auto increment or identity column, whatever we discussed yesterday. If I give here like a increment value 2, so how it prints? First it will print 1, next it will print 3, next it will print 5, like that. Odd numbers it will give. But if you give increment value 1, then it prints first as 1, then next 1 only it will add, then it gives 2, then it will increment the value in the next statement 3. Again it is setting the increment value as 4, and so on. And so on till this condition, till reaches this number. So then once it reaches to this variable value, this loop terminates and comes out of the loop. Okay. Is that clear? If you want, I think we can execute this code. First, I will see till 10 numbers. See, I have executed. How it is executing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hope you can see the values. Okay. If I am giving here like a 2 is my increment value. So now I got the sequential order, these values. I did not write 10 ifs here. I am just, keeping in a loop only. That's it. Okay. But this is very important. How to, here we are declaring, you have to declare variable with declare statement only, and you need to declare any variable with prefix @ Then after that you have to specify your data type. Okay, I am just executing these statements. So I will get odd numbers now. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So next time, why it is not giving another number. Next time 9 plus 2, that is 11. 11, it is going and checking here 11 less than or equal to 10 or not. This condition is failing here, then it is coming out. Okay. If I am simply executing print, means this value only it is executing. But if I wanted to, I am just commenting this one, and I am doing uncomment this one. So what it gives, this is the text value it gives and the value it prints. We'll see what exactly it is, how the look and feel we'll see. What it is saying, like, counter value. Whatever text I am entering here, I can give number, anything I can give. Number is like that. This is a text. What I wanted to give, I can write any statements here. Okay. Colon also I have used. This entire thing, it will be considered as a string only. Okay. And it is converting as like character. Why? Because why I have converted here. Without conversion also I can give here, like print directly, but this is text value. Along with the text I need to print this value. That is the reason, though it is a integer, uh, I am just plus is a concatenation. I will tell what exactly plus does. We'll see in a minute. Okay. We are concatenating this value with this, and we are printing that value. Okay. I will explain that as well. So if I execute, loops are very helpful actually for repetitive kind of code. Yeah, number is 1357. That's it. Yeah. Someone is asking something. Let me check. Okay. Installation document has provided. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So in till now, what we have learned today, like conditional operator if we have seen, and case statements we have seen, and while loop we discussed, and we have seen one example as well. In the same way, I'll try to give one example for if condition as well, if I have 1 minute. If condition, actually block of the code will write in a begin and end. Any these things, any block of code, you have to use begin and end. In this begin and end between only you have to write your block of code. Okay, in the same manner you will do in even if condition. Let me take another session, another query window. Okay, so I will execute. I have written few examples to execute. We will see what exactly. If you want any variable, here I have declared one variable employee ID. I have taken data type as int. I am setting employee ID as 101 or 1101, anything. Then I am going to select that. So it will, if I am setting this, how to declare variable, actually these things. How to declare a variable. If I look at, okay, it is selecting. Here I have declared one variable and I just set the value, one value I have inserted. Example, if I wanted to do a plus b, I am setting I am declaring a is int, b is int. I am doing like in a select statement a plus b. Then we can do that. So how we are going to, example, declare at the rate a int comma b also. I am just taking at the rate b also int. Set a equal to, it is giving me my internet connection is not stable, but it is stable. I don't know. So you are able to see, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but it is giving me message your internet connection is not stable. I don't know. Okay, set a equal to 100 comma b equal to 200. Okay, then what we are doing, we are using select statement. Select, it is giving error here, incorrect syntax. Why it is throwing this one incorrect syntax? I forgot to use at the rate.
Before A and B.
Yeah, that is correct. And even if you look at, so set, it is like it is not, it is not, it won't, it is not taking, like if you use like this. Okay, so again we need to use set here. Select a plus b or a into b, how you wanted to set. Why comma also it is not taking. Okay. Okay, how you wanted to do, that is our wish.
Ma'am, set space kada ma'am. Space at the date. B. Yeah.
say what operation you wanted to do, that is your wish. Okay, whether you wanted to do a plus b, a into b, anything you can give here, like as Elia's name, because here we are not getting any column name because we are doing here calculation. I am just giving like a total as total something. So if I execute this, okay, it is giving just total. Any operation I can do these things, like in a programming, how you want, we will do that. So if any other things, if any if condition or some other thing, if you wanted to do, like that time, like you will write all your statements between begin and end. Begin and end is the block of code. You can keep your block of code with between begin and end. You need to declare any variable with a declare like keyword only, and any variables you need to give the prefix at the rate only, and after that you need to specify the data type and how you want, whether you wanted to take like integers, or like decimals, or date values, or like character data type, varchar, anything that is based on your requirement. This is data type, and here we are just simply setting some values into that, and we are just doing what like condition, or what exactly it has to give the result, we are doing those things here, we are writing. And the select statement, it is showing, but here we are not retrieving any data. Select is a operator, like that is data query language, but here we are not fetching any data from table, but we can do anything with the select. If you wanted to select a particular thing and execute, yes, you can do that. Okay, so one question actually I have seen, select is a statement you need to fetch the data from table only. No, screen is visible, right? Yeah. Why people are saying screen is visible? Okay, you have answered my earlier question, huh? Sorry. Okay then. Okay, so don't get confused. Mm. And we'll declare now one table. We'll see how we'll use. EMPS we have a, we'll see. I'm just taking another query window, like because it would be like a clean and visible to you people. That is the reason I have taken another window. What I am doing here, sorry, I need to like uncomment these things. Okay, I am using one variable, and someone is texted something. We can print using select. Yes, we can do print also. No, in the block of statements, you can use a print operator. If you want just a print, means it executes the like what is the value existed in that variable, Sam. Okay, you can print the value of the variable as well. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So what I am doing in this particular, I am just, employee ID, I am just taking greater than 10. Like in the beginning statement, I am just selecting, like if this condition satisfying, I am just entering and getting the data from this one, but I think DEPT table is not there in this DB. What is our table name? I think we have another table because we are into retail DB, right? What we have the table? If this condition satisfying and coming and it will come and execute these statements. What I have? I have employee and emp1 I have. Okay. I have emp1. I have emp1. Emp1. Yes, I have. This I am commenting. Okay. And emp1 I have, right? What is this problem? I have. Where emp ID, maybe emp ID I did not give. What exactly? Column names we'll see. I don't, maybe emp ID, only ID is there. Okay. Column name is ID. That is the reason it is like, see here, if you see invalid column name, it is giving me invalid column name. Actually, in my emp1 table, I don't have emp ID is my column. Okay. So I have only ID. So ID, I am just giving ID is my column. Here I am taking this value from variable. Okay. So till here we'll execute. First we'll execute simple things. This is actually nested if I have given. What it is doing, it is taking like employee ID if it is greater than 10. It is, if this condition is satisfying, then it is entering into this block. Then it is taking, it is executing the data from table, and here ID also employee ID, whatever we are taking, and employee ID we have 10. Do we have 10? No. Okay. Here I will take employee ID just because the 10th record ID I don't have. So I will take 5 because if it is not satisfying, it won't execute. Okay. I'm just giving 5. Okay. Till here only we'll see. Like, for better understanding, till here I'll end the block and will execute till here. This is simple if, right? Or we have declaring one variable and we are setting some value. This value, like, it will take from this also, like, here from variable I am passing. Example, if I execute like this, it throws error because ID, where ID equal to normally will give the static value. But now I am getting this value from the variable. Okay. So you have to execute these all statements together. Okay. So what it is doing, commands completely successfully it got executed. But why it is not showing here? I did not give any print statements. Or if I wanted to print something, I can give like a print emp ID or print what variable we have, or any statement if you wanted to see. I just give uncomment this value. With the print statements we can take it. Okay. So I can simply execute. Actually, you people these commands completed successfully. Okay, what it is doing, it is taking here, condition is checking, and whatever the statements we have, it is executing, and it is coming back. So if multiple conditions, if you wanted to check, if you don't want to end your block of code here, again you wanted to check another condition, then what it does, again it is going and it is checking one more condition. Okay, greater than 5, then it is checking, like it is executing, this variable is greater than 10, and it is coming out. Or else again it is giving variable is not greater than any value, any statements you can give in this. This is just a text statements. Okay, if not, again it is going to check another conditions. Okay, so till here we'll execute this if within if, nested if, that is. Till here this is success. Okay, this is also, we have emp1. It is checking multiple conditions, then it is executing the data. So I'm just executing all the statements, like a multiple nested ifs I am executing. So it executes that time this value. So to execute this condition, how many conditions I have written? See, first it is just checking the employee ID, then it is coming, and if this condition satisfying, I am trying to execute this code, and if not, where I am going, again it is checking this condition. If not, it is coming in the else part. If that condition is not, true statements are not there, then it is going, and again in the else part means else is nothing but is a false statements. Then it is executing whatever the code is existed between begin and end. Begin and end always is the block of code. So you want to execute either in a true statements, either in a false statements. So please unmute yourself and try to raise if you have any questions. No, block of code, if condition is satisfying, definitely Nagendra, it is going to execute. It is going to execute. Based on a condition, if is a just conditional operator, if condition satisfies, it is executing the statements. If that condition is not satisfying, then it will check the condition whatever it is there in a else part.
Madam, normally we are using select statement. In select statement, we are using while, where. We are
Yeah.
giving condition also. Why we are using this begin and end? What is the difference between normal SQL statement and this declare? We are giving declare. We are declaring the variable, and we are
Yeah,
keeping
these
no
all are
statement.
in a programming example, like I am writing 1,000 lines of code. So 1,000 lines of code, like I am just fetching the data, and there, like they are asking us to like in a program means we need to check many things, we need to check as a gender. Okay, example, whether it is a male or female. Example I am giving, if it is a male means you please execute one block of statement. If gender is female means just execute another set of statements. That time we will go for if condition.
Okay, then only at the time we are using this block begin and end.
Yeah, like
Okay.
begin and end is a block of code, like
Okay.
else is a like this is if condition. In if condition we have three parts.
Mm.
If we need to check the
Else.
condition,
Mm.
after that we have true part, otherwise false part. This is three condition, three elements will be there. If is a condition, it checks this condition, then it executes true part. If this condition is not satisfying, it executes the false part. So if first it is checking the condition, whatever the statements it has to execute, we are giving between begin and end block of code.
Okay. In if we are giving true
Yeah,
and
in a
else
program like
giving the
not
false.
only in if we'll use the begin and end in like loops and all TSQL, like transactional query language, like block of code will be executed between begin and end only.
Okay, madam, you have given. Okay, we are in this block. We are giving select star from EMP. But
So for our example, if this condition is satisfying, then it takes. If not, just command execute this statement I am just saying.
mm, okay, suppose you have given for normal example
See
print
here
where.
now select star from emp1 I have given, and
Mm,
here it is taking like all the data from that employee table. If I wanted to just to take like ID, I wanted to take filter with where class. Okay, so then in a where class I will pass in a ID column ID. I don't have emp ID in that particular table. ID equal to emp ID. Okay, so then whatever the value you are giving here, that value only it will take.
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell me.
ma'am, here we are assigning the value for EMP ID variable. Explicitly, right, ma'am? So if we want to pass that value while executing this block of code, so how can we write, ma'am?
Sorry, please repeat your question, ma.
మ్యామ్ ఇక్కడ ఈఎంపీ ఐడికి మనము 5 అనేది ఒక వాల్యూ అసైన్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా మ్యామ్. సో అక్కడ అసైన్ చెయ్యకుండా ఆ వాల్యూని మనం బ్లాక్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ టైంలో రన్ టైంలో ఇవ్వాలి అంటే ఎలా రాయాలి మ్యామ్? సో అంటే అది ఇన్పుట్ ఎలా తీసుకుంటుంది, తీసుకునేలాగా ప్రాంప్ట్ ఇవ్వాలంటే ఎలా చేయాలి?
Dynamically, ma'am. That is called dynamically passing the values.
Dynamically, yeah, here we are just declaring here variable, and whatever the value you here we are setting value, but if you wanted to take as a input, right? Yeah, that
Yes,
is a
ma'am.
dynamic SQL we need to write. Here you are saying like we static value I am just giving here, but you wanted to take here also like a dynamically, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Normally just I am declare these things, why I am saying for Power BI this is also not required, but in some scenarios, like you need to prepare yourself a query and you need to fetch this data into Power BI. That is the reason I am just what are the things are available, how to write this code, I am just explaining here. Okay, so dynamically if you want to take this parameter value, even example if you are getting this data to the like you are writing this, even stored procedure also it will execute block of code between begin and end only. So in stored procedure also you can pass the variables. Then how we are going to pass those variables into your Power BI? In Power BI we have parameters. So these values, like, with native SQL code, there will assign as a parameter values. So at this stage, don't get confused. I will let you know. So simple things first I am like injecting. Then once you understand, then what exactly these variables are, helpful, where you like, get this data, this complete block of data, I am just going to show in our uh, Power BI. So I hope I answered your question. Still, if you have any question, let me know. Okay, Nagendra. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Do you have any other question? See here, if I execute this one, because it is taking the value from variable. Normally, we use it to just give the value whatever we want, but it varies. Like first we are getting 5, but if I am changing the variable value into 7, it varies time to time. How many times if you execute, your values will get changed. That is the variable. Variable values will change time to time, right? Static means always fixed. But these values, there we will assign into parameter. But don't get confused now how we are going to assign these things. I will let you know in coming classes. Okay, is it clear? If these conditions are not satisfying, then it is coming and executing. It is checking for another conditions. And if that condition satisfying, there it is executing. If that condition also not satisfying, it won't execute anything. It will come out of that. If is a conditional operator. Okay. And here we don't have any for loop. Like, we don't have other loops. Like, here like while loop only we have. Someone is asking that question. Okay. See, these all are like, case statement I have explained. I will explain one more these things. 1 second. Practically how it is. I'm taking another query window. Okay. I have table like mm, 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 mm. Okay, these statements are not there. Huh? Okay. In a EMP1. But EMP1, what are the columns I have? I don't know. I need to see column names. Select star from emp1. What are the column names I have? I should give those column names only. Okay, I have ID. Okay, I don't have emp ID. I have name. Okay, I have salary. Okay, okay, I have gender. Gender I am taking as a variable. Okay, gender is not available. Gender. And if you wanted to give department also, we can give. But I don't want department and all. Okay, let me execute this. What I am doing, I have taken gender, but gender variable I have taken like a varchar or a char, because female or a male, that is a not a integer data type. So I have taken data type as a varchar, and gender I have given as female f. So I am selecting these all are the values. In that I am using case statement. If I am passing gender value as F means female, M means male. If I am passing any other value, it says that particular gender is not available. Then it is coming out of the table. Okay, let me execute. Okay, in a gender, all it is saying as female only. Gender, we have another column in our statement, but I am just passing these values. If I am passing male or female, it gives male. Okay, in this variable, except male or female, I am giving like a n neutral. It says that value is not available. That whatever I am passing in the value into this variable, that gender is not available. Okay, so how I am writing these statements, just to use our case statement. Case, this is also block of code, like begin end you can give. This is completely block of code. Okay, in the case statement also you can use begin and end. All complete block of codes you can give begin and end. But here I am using case. If this condition is satisfying, then tell like a male. If this condition is not satisfying, then give this one. Number of statements, just it is like this condition. When it is checking the condition, then it is executing statements. It is checking this condition, executing statement. But this type of scenario, if you have, then you will go for case statement. Otherwise, you don't use case.
Ma'am,
If condition,
in the table only male three are there, female two are available. But here, when we entering M letter, it's showing five are male and five are female, na?
this is like this is a derived column. I am not getting our gender column.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Okay.
This is a derived, like just for example, don't get confused by looking at the columns of that table. So this is just a derived column.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so for case statement, see, if condition or case statement, these all statements you will execute with the help of the select statement only.
Madam, what is end as gender? Why we are given that as gender?
Sorry, ma.
After end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why I have given? If you are not taking this one, like I will execute and show. You won't get a column name if I'm taking as a gender as a column name, right? If I am not giving alias name here, it will show because this is a derived column. It is not this column is not there in your table. This is I am deriving like this. If I am not specifying, then no column name. This is alias name, whatever I am giving. Yesterday we have seen like a total salary like that. That is a we calculated column or a derived column. What we are getting the same thing. If we are not specifying as a alias name for this, this is also one column. If you observe, see, ID is one column, name is one column, salary is one column. With this case statement, you are checking few conditions and you are deriving one column. Please observe that.
Okay. Okay. For whatever gender is not available, for that value we are giving
Yeah,
gender.
yes. So
Okay.
this is
Okay.
not there in a table. But by checking few conditions, we are deriving that column.
Okay. That is temporarily we are seeing that a report.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
In a real time, actually, you will get few values, whatever it is there. Like, they will ask, like, take another column, or else, you need to derive a column from the existing data. Example, like here you need to generate, you don't have a salary column, example. Okay, they are asking if salary is between this one, then create a category kind of 80% greater than or less than any other column, calculated column you need to get. That time you will go for case statement. Physically this column won't be existed in your table, but based on few conditions you are deriving that column.
Okay. Okay, madam. Thank you.
Okay, just practice. I'll provide these syntaxes. Actually, in today's class, I am going to share these things because just for your easy reference purpose, like how you can use and all. Then do the practice, ma. And one concept, small concept, I will tell. So these all are the conditional statements. It has been covered, and I will tell. Subqueries is also very important. So what do you mean by subquery? I'll give this concept in 2 minutes. We are going to wind up the session. Okay. What do you mean by subquery? Subqueries are very important. Like a query within query. That is nothing but a subquery. Inner query and outer query will be there. Okay. Practically, I will show tomorrow. But subqueries are very, very, very important. Query within query, that is subquery. Okay, like how nested if it is doing. If one condition is satisfying, then it is going into another condition, like that. Like outer query, first it will check the condition, then it will go for inner query, then inner query passes like output to the outer query. That is like CTEs and all, don't go into that way. Subquery is not a CTE. CTE is a common table expression. CTE is different from subquery. Yeah, Ashok, CTE is different from subquery. Subquery and CTE both are not same, both are different. Yeah, I'll explain subqueries also, like I'll give the fundamental what exactly with example we'll see in tomorrow's class. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll wind up the class today. And one more thing, I hope all are installed Power BI desktop. So make it ready if possible tomorrow, and maximum tomorrow we are going to start. Okay. Please give me yesterday's notes, Sravanti. Yesterday I have shared in our Power BI group. I have shared all the notes till now. Whatever the material, what I have explained, I have given uh, every day in our group. Maybe you are not part of the group. If you are not part of the group, maybe you cannot get it. If you are part of our Power BI group, every day I am uploading the document in our group, in WhatsApp group. Okay. Yeah. So if you don't have any doubts, Rajesh, you are not part of the group. Okay. So do I need to add your number? Actually, at this moment, I need to add means I need to check with the management whether you have taken registered for this course. Let me speak with you. Just ping me in my WhatsApp. We'll see. Just ping me, Rajesh. Remind me in WhatsApp. Not at this moment. I'll see. I'll take it. Okay. Yeah. If you don't have any other questions, I need to wind up the session. Okay. Yeah. Spurtivam all.